Good evening, welcome back to my channel. I did want to share with you all my recent eyeshadow palette that I purchased which is the Jaclyn Hill and Morphe collaboration. And I also wanted to compare the Divine Neutrals palette to some of the shades in the Vault trio. I do have two of the eyeshadow palettes in that Vault collection, which is the Bling Boss and the Armed and Dangerous. So this is the Divine Neutrals. It comes with 10 shades. And I especially like this end, the darker shades of neutral that came in the palette. But today I am wearing these two colors here, which are Chic Happens and All Luxe. And then I have a mixture of Boo Bear, Booked, and Cinnamon Roll. So these two shades and these three shades are what I'm actually wearing today. But I have, I did add some J. LaRue glitter on my eyelids as well. And I used some new products today, especially I tried a foundation stick that I've had in my collection for at least 6 months, and I had never used it before, or I was using one of the shades as bronzer and contour. So one of the goals that I have for 2022 is to use and explore the items that I already have in my collection. Not saying that I'm not going to purchase additional items, but I want to just make sure that I am utilizing the items that I've already purchased. So I'll list the items down below that I am wearing today in addition to the Divine Neutrals. So right off, there is a Bling Bling shade and a Berry Treasure shade that look a lot similar to some of the shades that are in that Divine Neutrals. This is the Bling Boss palette. I always get tie-toned trying to say this palette name. But this shade right here, and this shade looks a little similar to me, to some shades in this palette. So again, this is the Divine Neutrals palette. And then below it is the Bling Boss palette. So I want to swatch Bling Bling out of the Bling Boss palette. And then I'm going to swatch, oh, there's two, I'm sorry. So the Bling Bling and the Ballsy shade right here. So I'm going to swatch those two from the Bling Boss palette. And then swatch the two that I feel they resemble out of this palette. And then there's a third shade in the Bling Boss palette. It's called Berry Treasure, which is this shade right here. But it's called Risky Business in the Divine Neutrals palette. Okay, so they're a little bit different in color. So these are the two from the Bling Boss palette. These are the two from the Divine Neutrals palette. This came from Bling Boss, and this is from the Divine Neutrals. So they're similar, but not the same. I think there's a couple of more. Okay, so out of the Armed and Gorgeous palette, there's some shimmers that I think resemble those in the Divine Neutrals palette. So I'm going to swatch those as well. So there are two, which are Coin and Classified from the Armed and Gorgeous. So this is Coin and this is Classified. And to me, they closely resemble Birthday Suit and Dripping. So this is Birthday Suit and this is Dripping from the Divine Neutrals. So I'm going to do Birthday Suit and Dripping from the Divine Neutrals. And then I'll go into Armed and Gorgeous to swatch Classified and Coin. Okay, so these are the two from the Divine Neutral, Birthday Suit and Dripping. And then these are the two from the Armed and Gorgeous, which are Coin and Classified. So they look similar. These three kind of look similar, but there's different shades of them. And I just wanted to make sure that I wasn't repurchasing the same thing. Sometimes you will do that with different brands. You'll get similar shades, but I definitely wanted to make sure that I wasn't doing that with the same brand. I do, Morphe is one of my favorite brands. I purchase from them a lot because they do have a lot of sales. They're kind of similar to Juvia's Place. So I like the formula of their eyeshadows and just their products overall, because I have a couple of palettes from Morphe. I have some of their face palettes. I have some of their concealers, some of their foundations. So I just want to make sure that I'm not spending money on things or buying something twice and not intentionally doing that. So I just wanted to swipe those. I want to make sure that's all of them. Oh, wait. So there's two brown shades in the Armed and Gorgeous. They are Smooth Criminal and Proud. This one and this one. So I'm going to swatch Smooth Criminal first. And then Proud from Armed and Gorgeous. And then I'm going to go over here to the Divine Neutrals and swatch Booked and Boo Bear. And I'm also going to swatch Cinnamon Roll from the Divine Neutrals. So the first two shades are from the Armed and Gorgeous palette. Last three are from, these two are from Armed and Gorgeous. These three are from the Divine Neutrals. So this is Smooth Criminal and Proud. This one is, Booked, Boo Bear, and Cinnamon Roll from the Divine Neutrals. So they're all different shades of brown. These two are kind of similar, and I think these two are kind of similar, but again, the shades are a little bit darker. So overall, I like the shades in both palettes. Again, I just wanted to make sure that the items that I was purchasing was not duplicates. So I did get the Morphe Divine Neutrals on sale. I think with shipping and everything, I paid $18. And this was the order that I spoke about on my last video that I didn't initially receive a confirmation for. So I did reach out to Morphe's customer service, and they were pretty quick with responding to me and actually providing me with my tracking number, let me know that the item was on its way. So that was probably a day or two ago. So I did receive this on yesterday. So I am glad that worked out, and I did receive my package. It was in good condition. I am pleased with the formula of the eyeshadows that are in there. Again, I am wearing the Divine Neutrals on my eyes today. So overall, I do think that it was a good purchase. I am starting to play around with my glitters. I think I have some more, but last year I purchased a lot of glitters, and some were purchased for me. And I was just making purchases because I really wasn't playing around with glitter at that time. These over here with the black tops that are kind of like the more chunkier glitters, I purchased these from Amazon. Let's see if I can show them without wasting them. Not a good idea. Okay, so these were actually purchased. The chunkier glitters were purchased from Amazon, and I think I got about 8 of them for less than $15. And then Jaclyn normally has sales often. So I purchased a couple from them that were like $3. Let me see, 1, 2, 3. So I purchased 7 from them. And then I purchased about 4 from Edith's Atelier. And they're not chunky, as chunky as the other ones, but they're chunky. And these were about $2. Haven't used these yet. I've only tried the Jaclyn and the chunky ones that I purchased from Amazon. These came from Walmart. I think these are Jaclyn. I purchased these about a year ago. I have some that I purchased from Wet n Wild. So a gold and a silver. But these are more like pressed glitters. You can see that. These two. And then these I also purchased from Amazon. Some of them. I have some that look similar, but some were purchased from Amazon, and some my best friend purchased for me, and they're kind of in the same canister, so I don't know which ones are which. I think she purchased about 6 or 7 for me, and then the rest of them I purchased from Amazon as well. But I do like the ones that come from Jaclyn. They're really fine, and I purchased these little applicators with them, so they're easy to apply. I normally use the NYX glitter glue to put on first, and I just use a little bit. I put it on the palm of my hand, and I swipe a little on the front of the brush, front and back of the applicator, excuse me, and I swipe it, you know, inside the side of the glitter to make sure that I have product on both ends, and then I just pat it, you know, where I need it to go. And so I do like that. I have these little, so these are more like pigments, but I have like some glitter. What are they called? I guess glitter sticks. So it's like a pigment on one end and glitter on the other. These came from, I think, Kroger or Publix or something like that. And then I have some similar ones from Revlon that have the pigment on one end and the glitter on the other one. Then I have one that is a mascara, and this is from Sephora, but I purchased it from TJ Maxx for $3.99. And today I did use the Kiss Lash Glue Liner. I used that today to put my lashes on, and I really like this. This is how it looks. It costs $10, so I'll definitely be repurchasing these. I have some Shimmer Shocks from ColourPop. I have some, these are kind of like a dupe for shimmer shadows. These are the Believe Beauty ones. They come from Dollar General. I have some loose pigments that I purchased from AOA. They're buttercream, so they're kind of like a dupe for the Super Shock shadows too. They're just not glittery, so they're just pigmented. And I have about 7 of these in different colors. And I purchased some single eyeshadows from AOA. So hopefully I'll get to wear these. Or shop Miss A. The brand is AOA, I'm sorry. And then I have another eyeshadow from them. I like this one. It's soft, like the Shimmer Shock shadows as well. So I guess this would be Miss A's dupe for those, but it was only $1. And I think that's it. I'm gonna have to clean out this drawer because I actually wasted the initial glitter that I opened. So I'll clean that out later. But that is all I have for you all today. So if you were contemplating, if you needed to purchase or wanted to purchase the Divine Neutrals palette. There are some beautiful shades in here, and actually I should swatch some of the ones that I didn't. So I'm going to do Striptease. I like these names. Exposed. I think the other ones just barely. I think all of the other ones we swatched. So this is Exposed. This is Striptease. And this is Just Barely. And I think that's it. I think they've all been swatched, either in comparison to shades in the Vault palettes or individually. So again, this is the Bling Boss palette. And this is the Armed and Gorgeous palette. And lastly, the Divine Neutrals palette. So if you are interested or still interested in purchasing any of those products, you will not be disappointed. I hope that you all are enjoying this Saturday night, and I hope that you continue to do so. Until next time, be blessed. Bye-bye.